It's been a long time since I filmed a tutorial. YouTube, what is up? I am so happy to be back. I missed filming for YouTube and sitting here with my studio and my setup. I'm so excited to be back. We have been working really hard on music for the last year or so. We have so many amazing things coming out this year that I'm so excited to share in the near future. But today we are taking a little detour from music and we are all about makeup today. So if you did not know, makeup has been a huge passion of mine for many years. I was in beauty pageants for like 8 to 10 years. Music was always the forefront of my dreams and passions, but makeup has always been a second passion of mine. My mom was in the beauty industry for many years. She was a makeup artist. So I definitely love makeup, and that's what we're going to do today. We're going to film a makeup tutorial. So I'm going to take you guys along and show you what I do, my tips and tricks on how to get my makeup for filming or for content, all those things. I'm so excited. Let's get into it. All right, we are going to clip our hair back with our favorite claw clip. I wear that thing all the time. I know they're so huge right now, but the convenience of them when your hair is dirty and it's a dry shampoo day, I'm telling you, nothing beats a claw clip. The really cool thing about this video is I'm going to show you like my top all-time favorites. So whenever I'm filming like a content video or singing video or anything like that, I always use like my trusted products because I need it to look great in the lights and the camera. And so these are probably my most used products, ride or dies. So that's another plus that I'm going to show you today. So anyways, first product, Hollywood Flawless Filter. Don't know what I would do without this product. It has been a serious game changer in my makeup routine. I feel like it just leaves you looking so glowy, and it makes your skin very smooth and the complexion looks just flawless. So we are going to use a damp beauty sponge. I am team sponge. I know there's a lot of people out there who use brushes or their hands, but I feel like a damp beauty blender gives me the best finish. And that is also in the shade 4 medium. I just think that gives the skin the prettiest glow ever in the whole world. Okay, anyways, moving on to foundation. These are like my top 2 foundations that I use. So the first one is the Estee Lauder Double Wear, and this one is fantastic if you have oily skin. Now, before Accutane, this was like my go-to. It was the only thing that would stay on my skin. However, since I've been on Accutane and my skin has changed and has been dry, I have been able to get away with trying the amazing Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation, and I absolutely love it. Now here's kind of where I got a little creative. I was trying to figure out, like, I want the staying power that this one has, like the Estee Lauder Double Wear, but I also want like the glowy finish of this one. So if I have like a really long day and I know that I have to wear my makeup for several hours, I will mix these two, and guys, I found my holy grail. Like, that is it. Currently, I don't have the shade in this that matches me, so I've been just doing my Giorgio Armani, like just it by itself, and it obviously still looks great. It just doesn't last as long if I was to use like both of them together, but I love them both. And yes, Luminous Silk is worth the hype. It is also worth the $64 that I thought I was gonna have a heart attack spending on a foundation, but I get the hype. It's amazing. Oh, and my shade in this one is 5.75. I've reached the bottom, so now I have to scrape. I have to get every drop out of the $64 because I have a hard time justifying spending $64 on a foundation, but it is really good. It is really good. I'm going to use the Shape Tape in the shade Light Neutral, just like to brighten up some places on my face. This one can be a little drying on the drier side, and this one is really hydrating. This is the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Concealer in the shade 4.5, and I'm going to just put that right here a little bit. And a little on the nose. And let's blend. So I filmed like a few makeup things on TikTok, which I enjoy, but I love to go in depth on makeup, and I have been watching makeup YouTube videos and tutorials for years. Honestly, since I was a little girl still doing pageants, YouTube videos were my go-to to learn like different eyeshadow looks, and it really has come full circle that I get to do this now and show you guys what I do and what works for me. So it's really cool. And I love filming videos for TikTok, so shameless TikTok plug. Go follow me on TikTok if you want to see music things and life updates and all the things. This is the Makeup by Mario. It is sold out everywhere, so don't kill me for sharing this, but this is my favorite bronzer cream product. We are going to use this shaping stick. This is in the shade medium, and I'm going to put this probably right underneath my cheekbones, on the sides of the nose to bring some color back, and we're gonna blend. Watch how this just disappears into the skin. Oh my goodness. It's the prettiest color. The undertones are perfect. It's not too gray like a regular contour shade would be, and I substitute it for my bronzer. Like, I really don't need bronzer after using this. I think that is stunning. Oh my gosh, I love it. And I'm gonna just bring some color back in to like the center of my face too. And then I just take the side that I used my foundation to apply with, and then I just blend all of that together. I mean, look at how flawless that is. It just looks like your skin, but better, and I think that is the goal when you apply foundation and concealer and bronzer. Like, you just want to highlight what you already have and not make it look like we're caking stuff on top of each other. So I have been a huge fan of cream products lately. Now we're gonna go in with our much loved and used Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder, and I'm going to just put this right under my eyes to set. Then I'll take my Mario brush. This is the F2, and I'm going to use the big fluffy side, and just kind of slightly set the rest of the face so it's not tacky. I just want to make sure it's not going anywhere. Alright, next we are going to move on to eyebrows. Nothing special, honestly. I do them pretty natural. I've been going back and forth with the Charlotte Tilbury one. As you can tell, I am a huge Charlotte Tilbury fan. Love her products. I think her products are amazing. But today I'm using the MAC Big Brow Pencil in the shade Cork. It's a very neutral undertone. I feel like it works when my hair is really light and also like has some of these darker tones in it that I have in it right now, so I feel like it matches my hair pretty perfectly, and that is really all that I do. It's nothing special. So I'm gonna do this one and be right back. So I have a little quick story for you on how I got, like, what age I started getting into makeup. So I know I talked about I did pageants earlier. I'm just using a fluffy brush and some setting powder, and I'm gonna just quickly go over my eyes really quick to make sure they're all set before I do eyeshadow. But anyways, I remember doing pageants and getting ready. My mom used to do my makeup because she was in the whole beauty industry before that, so I was really lucky to have her to help me with my makeup. I remember specifically this one time, I don't remember how old I was, but I was like, Mom, can I do my mascara like by myself? And she was like, I don't know, Trinity, I don't know if you should do that yet. And I was like, just let me try. And it all started with mascara. So she would do like my whole face, and then I would do my own mascara at the end, and then she just kept giving me more and more and more things to do until eventually I was like 14 doing my entire makeup by myself. It was really cool. That was pretty much it for me, and I love doing it ever since. So that's how I got started in makeup. Something I've been clinging to recently is an eyeshadow stick, and this one is by Bobbi Brown in the color Golden Bronze. I have used the heck out of this thing. It is so easy to apply. It really speeds up the whole eyeshadow process, and I feel like that's what takes me the longest to do my makeup. So the first thing I'm gonna do is just apply this right onto the center of my lid. And you don't really need that much. Start very small, and I just blend it out with my finger. So I'll go in and start blending that out with my finger and diffusing the color all over the lid. And you end up with a really pretty, like shimmery, I think it's so pretty. So that's the first thing that I do. Now I'm going to take my powder bronzer. This one's by Fenty Beauty in the shade Island Ting. And I'm gonna use a fluffy brush. I'm using this one. This one's by Morphe. We're going to blend this area into this crease with our fluffy brush. So we're gonna take it and just start to blend. And all we're doing is just diffusing that line where we applied the eyeshadow on the lid. And we're just bringing some color to the crease, making sure they're uniform and they blend seamlessly. Like, that's perfect. That is perfect. We're going to work on the lower lash line, and I'm going to run the shadow stick again right under the lash line halfway. So I'm going to stop. I'm going to come from here to here and then stop, and then blend it out with the bronzer. So do the exact same thing as your lid, but just don't bring it in all the way. It's going to close your eyes and make them feel smaller and look smaller. We want to keep them open and bright, so we're going to just bring it halfway. More on the simple side, but I think they still make my bluish green eyes, they change color depending on what day it is. But it just makes them pop, and I think that's perfect little shadow combo. Now, obviously, if you don't have eyelash extensions or anything like that, you would apply mascara or false lashes or whatever to your eyes. But because I have lash extensions on, I'm going to just apply mascara to the bottom lashes. Now we're going to shift to a little bit of a powder bronzer. Again, using the same Fenty bronzer. And we're going to just lightly reinforce what we did with the Mario shaping stick. Not very much, just a little bit. We're going to do a little bit on our forehead. All right, so for blush, I'm going to use my tried and true. I have used this blush for probably a good 3 years. It's still one of my favorite colors ever. This is the Milani Baked Blush in the shade Luminoso. And we're gonna just apply that to the high points of our cheeks. Making sure that we're not gonna bring it anywhere where the center of our eye is. So really keeping it like here and up. Again, think of everything we're lifting. We're not bringing anything in to close our face. And it does give a really nice sheen to the skin. And it's very pretty, subtle pink, but I think it's beautiful. So I'm gonna take like a really small detailed brush. I'm embarrassed to show you my highlighter because I have had this one. This is the Amrezy collab with Anastasia. And look at this. I don't want to throw it away because it is by far the best powder highlight I've ever put my hands on. Don't mind the mess. That is pathetic. Trinity, that is pathetic. Compared to this one without. Oh, I love it. It's just a really soft touch. And sometimes I forget it and I'm in the car and I'm looking at myself and I'm like, there's something I'm missing. And it's like, the inner corner highlight. Yep, you're right. Before we finish up, we are going to do our lips. This is my lip bag. I've talked about this before on my Instagram, how obsessed I am with lip products. I think that's probably my favorite product out of all makeup. I know, it's so weird. I love MAC lip liners. I've tried every lip liner you can possibly think of, and I always run back to MAC lip liners. They are so good. They last the longest for me. Just wait for it. Wait for it. So my method on lip liners is I like to follow this Cupid's bow right here. I don't like to go over it, like draw over it. I actually like to keep a little definition right there. And then just go, not really overline, but go on the very top of your lip line, if that makes sense. And then for the bottoms, I will overline a little in the center right here. And then I will follow the natural lip line going up. And this I feel like lasts the longest out of all of them. So this is the Kat Von D Everlasting Liquid Lipstick in the shade Ludwig. So I'm gonna put this on the outer. And I never wear liquid lipsticks by themselves. This is in the shade Myth. It's a very light nude. And this is gonna go in the center, right here. Again, we're gonna blend with our finger. And then I'm gonna just finish it off with a little bit of this Buxom lip gloss in Dolly. Love it. My favorite ever. So good. I'm gonna spray on a beauty blender, tap it on my hand to get like the excess off, and then take my beauty blender and tap it all over my skin. Number one, it's going to melt all the product together. It's gonna make it look like your skin, but better. And again, I have already said that, but that's like our main goal with makeup. It's never to like sit on the skin and look heavy. This melts everything together. Also, makes my makeup last all day long. I swear, I will put my makeup on at 7:30 a.m. or 8 o'clock, and I will come back home, take it off at 8 o'clock, and it still looks amazing. Try this stuff out. I'm almost at the very end. That's how much of a believer I am. I've never finished a setting spray in my whole life except this one. So give this a try. Definitely one of my favorites. I think you'll love it. So we're gonna take our hair down now out of our clip. Thank y'all so much for watching today's video. I am so happy and so excited to be back on YouTube. I have big plans for this community and this family on YouTube. So thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video and me sharing another piece of my passions and my heart. And we have amazing things planned for 2022. God has been so, so good. So I'm really excited to talk to you guys very soon. I hope you have the best day. I'm praying for all of you. I love you so much. And I will see you later.